All right, so Alabama driver ordered to write an apology letter or face up to 30 days in jail for telling officers, get your ass out of the way. All right, let's see this.
To apologize to the officer who gave him a speeding ticket last December. That's in addition to the $200 fine Burke shelled out this week. There's a problem, or at least Harrison thinks so. He believes that making Burke say I'm sorry to the officer, and Burks admits he used one bad word, violates his right to free speech.
Was protected. And according to the federal cases, what has to happen is those words that he uses or someone uses has to incite violence. That means that it has to be a serious threat. That's not the case in this situation.
Harrison adds that Supreme Court cases support his interpretation of the law. Profanity laced language does not violate the law. As for Burks, he stands firm in the belief that he was not wrong for what he said, and he's ready to be locked up if that's what it takes to stand up for his rights. Judge Nicholas Bull.
But I told my mom I probably just gonna go up there and see if they're gonna actually give me some time for not 10 days or 30 days, whatever they want to give me for not writing an apology letter, because I'm not writing an apology letter. I don't think now was really, I don't think it's necessary. But I told my mom I probably just.
All right, so let me give y'all more of the inside scoop. I'm gonna read the caption right here. All right, so All right, so Reginald Burks, who is a 39-year-old black man, was taking his kids to school on December 13, 2023, when a police officer pulled him over for speeding. According to AI.com, the officer who pulled Burks over informed him that his radar gun was broken, but he was able to make an estimate on how fast he was going when he used cruise control, which Burks believes was a lie. So you see, this is the bullshit, bro. If your radar gun is not working, how do you know he went over the limit? Now, of course, you can estimate, but you need proof, right? You need some type of proof to show that he went over the speed limit. You can't just estimate in your head or talk about how you feel, bro. This is facts, bro. Where the facts at? This is dumb. I told him he was full of crap because there's no way that he clocked my speed by cruise control. Burke said that when things began to take a turn for the worse, the officer eventually gave Burks a speeding ticket, then stood in front of his car, forcing him to reverse his car and drive around him. I said, get your ass out of the way so I can take my kids to school, Burke said. My daughter's like, Daddy, you cursed. And I said, I'm sorry, boo. Jenny Corral, a professor of criminal law, spoke about the situation and said threatening Burks with up to 30 days in jail doesn't seem to fit the crime because it's freedom of speech. I think it's one of those judicial orders that is sufficiently questionable that we ought to say. It is really proportional to give a 30-day sentence if he won't say he's sorry, Carol said. Yeah, so the idea that he needs to apologize to the officer for the way he spoke to him is ridiculous. I always recommend just be polite to the officers, but sometimes you have bad days. Sometimes the officers are not doing their job correctly, and you get tight. And you should have the freedom to say what you want to say. You can tell them to go fuck themselves. You can say whatever you want. I don't recommend that because it's not gonna turn to your favor. But to say that you gotta apologize to the officer for using foul language, it's not like he cursed them out or anything. You know what I mean? It's not like he said, "Yo, go fuck yourself." You know what I mean? Like he didn't even take it to that. He didn't even take it that far. But let me know what y'all think of that. Like, would you guys apologize if an officer is telling you, yo, my speed radar went out, but I estimated and you went over the limit? It's like, bro, come on. Fuck, who the fuck is this guy, bro? That's ridiculous. Shout outs to him though, making this, public. It's ridiculous.